Hey guys, so for this video, I'll be doing an unboxing and review and discussing a little bit about Lay. If you are not familiar with my channel, Lay is actually my favorite member in EXO along with Suho and Baekhyun. But I really favor towards him because I feel like he doesn't get enough attention within the K-pop community. I do know that he's really big in China, so it's not like he's necessarily underrated, but he is underrated when it comes to the EXO fandom. If you, I don't know, if you're an EXO fan, you understand what I'm trying to say. But I finally got around to getting this. We'll discuss everything about this because I have more complaints than positive things to say about this release. So don't take it as, I don't know, I guess a disclaimer. If you're sensitive to hearing anything negative, then I suggest you just leave, because I'm really critical to the artists that I support and that I follow. So I try to be as honest as possible whenever I make a review or an unboxing. But before I start, like I always do for my unboxings, I like making size comparisons. So I know everyone has seen a jewel case before, so this is how big the album is compared to a jewel case, and it's really big. As you can see, here's like the spines put together. It's just a really thick album. It's the best thing about this is the photo book. I'll just go ahead and say it. That's the best thing. It comes with 10 tracks, and yeah, so, and the concept is really cool. I don't know if I got to, here's the spine again. So this is technically his second mini album, but I feel like it's a full-length album because it has 10 songs, so it is pretty much almost a full-length album. Well, in K-pop these days, I think full-length album should be at least 12 songs. But let's get started. What did I drop? Okay. So, okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So here's a track list again, and a picture of a sheep, which is kind of like his actually comment down below, why does he call himself China Sheep? Because I don't know, but I will go through every picture in here, so it will be quite long unboxing because look how thick this is. Love this concept. I think he looks great with this. It looks kind of like military-ish. That's the best thing about this, is the photo book is filled with great pictures. As for the songs, honestly, they sound very amateurish. So it's not necessarily the best quality. The songs are all made and written by Lay, so he has taken it upon himself on, you know, taking full control for his solo releases. In a way, I think it's admirable, but I honestly would hope that he gets in touch with better producers and maybe not even what's it called, write the lyrics, I guess, for some of these, because the lyrics are a little bit corny and just really cringeworthy. So if I'm being completely honest, I did not listen to this more than once. I think the sheep song is it's like a guilty pleasure song. Like, I could listen to it sometimes, but it's not like, oh, I need to, like, I want to listen to Lay's sheep song. Like, that's not something that I think of. So, oh, there he is shirtless. Well, not shirtless. But yeah, that's like my biggest complaint with this, because I would go track by track, kind of just going in depth with each song, but honestly, they sound really similar. The lyric content isn't that unique, so, and I don't expect it to even be unique that as well, because it's like pop music is not necessarily too serious. And obviously, I'm not expecting a ballad album from Lay. That's like the last thing I would expect, because he is a dancer. So that's why most of the songs in here are really upbeat, which actually I prefer, because I'm more likely to listen to a pop album than a dance pop album than a ballad pop album. So yeah, I think it's basically almost confirmed that he is gonna do another solo this year. I hope that is better than this. And because, you know, I bought this more for collection purposes and to support Lay than anything else, because if it was like just like a random artist, like I would not buy it, like just being completely honest, because this, in terms of music quality, not the best, but this photo book is just what made it worth it, to be completely honest. And because these are great photos. And I guess this can be like trial and error for him. Hopefully he does get better over time when it comes to producing songs and writing and all of that. So I still give him credit for this, but it's not the best thing I've ever heard. Oh, and another thing I wanted to touch on, like, okay, this album is pretty expensive. Well, obviously it makes sense why it's really expensive, because the photo book is like really thick and there's so many pictures in here. But I don't know, I feel like it's really expensive for just like your average K-pop fan. But that's just me. I just wanted to make a comment on that, because that's also another reason why I kind of put off from buying this, was because of how expensive it was. I actually got this for a really decent price, which, like, I'm glad I did, because I would not have bought this for like $35, if I'm being completely honest. Because that's how much it goes for, with shipping included. So, and for an album that I don't absolutely love and adore every single song, I'm not gonna spend that much money, even if it's Lay. Like, but I found it at a decent price. So I just, I went ahead and got it, because I don't think this is gonna go out of print, but because it's EXO, so it's not like they're like EXO albums go out of print. So yeah. Oh, and then I also, kind of on the side, I really want him to come back to EXO when it, like, just group promotions, because like he is still considered an EXO member, but like he doesn't promote with them at all anymore, which again, it makes sense because he makes his money in China. But whenever they make a comeback, like, I honestly, what I would like is, obviously, okay, get him the lines that he deserves on the songs. Film the music video, like, like schedule some time, like as I'm working with Lay's team, schedule some time to help him learn the choreo with the group, then record the music video, film it, and then release the album, because it's not like Lay is the main vocalist of EXO. He just needs his 4 lines, and you know, that is it. But you know, I really want him to be part of the promotions, at least for the albums, you know, and maybe even going to the extent of him like participating in the first week of the comeback stages, and then he can leave and do his thing in China, you know, just to have those memories, I guess, on online and kind of on EXO's, like, how do you call it, just history. And you get $1, I mean, like a dollar bill, a bill that is like a sheep. One thing I would say, like, he does have potential to release really good songs. I really enjoyed his song Monodrama for SM Station. If you guys haven't heard that song, definitely recommend listening to it. And I think he has like some OSTs in China that are decent too. But the thing is that I really like Lay, but it's a little bit difficult to keep up with him because he does mainly promote in China, and I honestly don't have the time to really invest myself into just dedicating myself to knowing what's up with Lay. I do follow like fan club sites on Twitter and just kind of see what he's up to, and a lot of my friends are like Lay biased, so I see posts from here and there, like him on shows and filming movies and all that. So I know he's like doing stuff in China, but I would want him to, you know, do stuff in Korea with EXO, just for the music, because I could care less if Lay is like in a variety show like by himself, because obviously that's not even gonna be a thing ever anymore, because his thing is in China, like his career is in China, and Korea just bashes a lot of Chinese artists. Yeah, this is a really thick photo book. Like, I think this has got to be one, if not the thickest, like, photo book I've ever had it for an album. I think it is. So, yeah, but I really, like, it seems like they really put an effort to this. Like, most of the pictures are not dumb, but, like, by dumb I mean, like this is a dumb photo. Like, but most of these are pretty nice. So if you're like a hardcore Lay stan, I would recommend getting this. And I think even Lay fan, like even hardcore Lay fans know this album is not that good. But, you know, I'm glad that at least this makes up for the fact that he's not in EXO songs recently. I wonder what this is. Is this in... Let's see what this is in France. I really do wonder what the new album for EXO is going to sound like. Usually EXO albums are within my top albums of the year. So here are the credits. Oh, there's a sticker even there. And then here's the disc. It's just red. And the back again. So, kind of overall thoughts on this. Just to summarize, great photo book. Packaging is not the best because these type of photo books tend to get damaged because it's really big. So this is tilting already. So the spine, you have to be really careful with it. The corners right here, there's some of them are already bent. Love the concept for this. It's really cute and just really unique to just for Lay. Like it fits him well. But this packaging, only good side for it is how thick the photo book, but it's kind of contradictory since it damages the album. So I don't think I'm gonna go through too much through this photo book. And obviously I'm not gonna listen to this album, but hopefully this means he will I don't know, maybe some fans gave him some feedback like, hey, this works, this doesn't, and I don't know, hopefully, like, well, EXO's majority of EXO songs are really, really good, so maybe he can get in touch with some of those producers and maybe they can give Lay some songs and he can, like, you know, put his twist on them, because some of the lyrics on the songs are really, really corny. And what else? Yeah, just really happy I finally have this. And then as for this album, since it doesn't have like a photo card, like it's difficult to find it at a decent price. So if you live within the US, I would just recommend getting this if you see it around for $20, shipped if you can. I think that's probably like the most decent price you can get this for, unless you find it damaged, but then again, it depends on the person, but usually this album goes around for like $35 shipped for the US. So yeah, so I only recommend this for hardcore Lay fans, unless you really enjoy the songs. Like if you do really love the songs, you know, go ahead and get this. But that's just like my biggest disappointment was just the song content in this. It looks like it was made by an amateur, and that's not throwing like shade towards Lay, because obviously he's not an amateur, but he kind of is, because you know he's still like getting a hang of like producing music. So maybe his next release is gonna like be completely different, because you know you grow with time and you get better the more you get to practice things. It's just like how things usually work. So yeah, I just kind of like my thoughts on Lay. I want him to release something with EXO, and you know his other album to be more solid, and that the packaging is better, because it's not the worst packaging, but it's going towards on the bad side. But love the idea of a freaking huge photo book. I think this would have worked better if it was like in a box, where the CD was separate, the photo book was like separate, and it can be in a box. So the photo book is like, how do you call it, like protected, and it doesn't move that much. So yeah. As for like future videos, I ordered Taeyeon and Blackpink's albums, and I am planning to get other releases from this year. I'm just kind of waiting on some comebacks in July. So just so you guys can get an idea, I want to get Dongbang Jinki's album, but I'm waiting for the repack. The repack is for Super Junior, A-Pink, AOA, VIXX. I still have to listen to that album, but I collect VIXX, so definitely have to get VIXX. B2B, Ilhoon, Junhyun from Beast, Yosub's album. Like, I'm missing so many albums, but I'm taking it slow. And I'm not buying that many. Like, I almost did buy half of those albums the other day, but I'm like, I'm gonna wait a little bit to see kind of which ones I like the most and get those. But so far, the year's been really slow for me when it comes to just K-pop releases. And I love the Dongbangshiki album. I'm waiting on the new, hopefully the repackaged, because the album is pretty pricey, but it has a really cool photo book. But I don't want to get, I want to get maybe that one, but later on. But like I said, in a lot of my K-pop planning videos, I am not gonna, I don't want to get multiple versions because I feel like it's a waste of money, and I don't have that much space. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was really long, so if you wanted to hear kind of like what's on my mind lately and what my thoughts on Lay and a little bit of EXO, then that's kind of what this video was for, and for future videos as well. But yeah, if you have any other questions, please comment down below, or your thoughts on this. And if, I don't know, you were offended, I'm sorry, I guess. But we all have different opinions. Alright guys, bye.